I was sitting in bed when the words, "I want a divorce," cut me like a knife. My heart started beating fast. Anger welled up in my eyes. I was anxious, nervous, and I had so many questions. Why? Questions that never got answered. Was it somebody else? Was it something that I did? The rejection, the hurt, and the anger was real, and the shame was real too. As 36 years walked out of the room, I was devastated. I know what it feels like to have loved and lost, to have my heart broken. It wasn't quite the same as when our daughter passed away, but this was still a void. And I understand how women going through can get stuck, looking back at the past, grieving the life that they expected, and never moving forward. And though I had been a leader in the church, a biblical money management expert, theological professor, and sacrificing, life happened. And the superwoman cape that I wore, I could wear no longer. I had to put it in the cleaners and leave it there because I hurt. See, I recognized that even though I was hiding in the shadows, there were so many more like me, also hiding after a loss, after heartbreak, after. And they didn't know what to do in the middle of it. See, statistics show that 90% of women divorced or widowed end up in poverty, and that was not going to happen on my watch. I knew that women, abandoned, rejected, undervalued, uncovered, and silenced, did not see their worth because of the treatment of others. They needed to transform from wounded to confident. You see, I couldn't control what someone else thinks, and neither can you. But what I can control is how I felt and what I did with what I had. I realized that what was left was more than what left me. And I understand who I am in God, and that the spiritual foundation is the key to resilience. So that you can too transform, allow me to share 3 secrets to transition triumphantly after loss. First, you've got to reframe your story. See, that's recognizing the fact that life is not happening to you, but it's happening for you. Detours do lead to greater destinations, and pain does lead to purpose. Change your view and see the collateral beauty, not just the collateral damage. Adjust your crown. Understand your worth, and then add tax. Secondly, reinvent yourself. Sometimes we get so lost in helping others and taking care of everybody else and sacrificing for everybody else that we forget us. See, I realized that I didn't even like scrambled eggs. I like mine fried hard. I had made them for so long because that's what they liked. I had forgotten how much I love to dance. And then the Bible reminds me that He turns my mourning into dancing, and He gives me the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. In reinventing yourself, some versions of you have expired, but then there are others, parts that need to be reinvigorated and reignited. What do you like? What makes your heart dance? Not only do you reframe your story, recognizing that our approval is not based on somebody else's opinion, but it only comes from above, we reinvent ourselves, getting back to our authentic selves. But the third thing that you need to do is to reimagine your future. See, the Bible says that your latter is going to be greater, your future is brighter than your past, but you have to be able to see it. And just because life happened, it doesn't look like what you expected, it doesn't mean that you cannot accomplish, that you cannot achieve, and that you cannot succeed. Your future is bright. What's on your list to do? Can you think of 5, 10, even 20 things? Start the list and begin to check them off. If you happen to be one of those women who has been devastated or overwhelmed by loss, I do help you transition triumphantly. See, my goal is to help you confidently live life on your terms with peace and financial security. You can have it all. I invite you to come along on a journey with me and book a free vision breakthrough strategy session. All you have to do is go to my website, chontahaynes.com/book-a-call. That's Chonta Haynes, CHONTA HAYNES. And this call will allow you to reimagine your future while giving you the smart way to achieve it. This means that you can escape that quicksand of anxiety and overwhelm and put the pieces of your life back together. So don't hesitate. I do have the credentials, almost as many degrees as a thermometer. And I've endured the crisis. I've been through the fire, and I don't smell like smoke. My motto is, your heart may be broke, but your bank account doesn't have to be. I know you've got so much more to do, and you are valuable. Adjust your crowns, ladies, and let's get moving.